Today's episode is heavy, and I want to say this clearly that viewer discretion is advised. We are going to speak respectfully, we are going to honor the victim, we are going to talk about the real lessons women need to hear because sometimes awareness is what saves life. And if at any point this video triggers you, please breathe, pause, and protect your spirit. Now let's get into it.
Stand in your power, own every minute, every hour. This is your story, starting now. Stand in your power, let the world see how. Stand in your power, stand in your power now. Turn up your voice, your truth, your wow. Stand in your power, this is your channel now.
Rachael Castillo was a 30-year-old mother of two. She was described as loving, vibrant, and full of dreams. She wasn't just someone's wife. She wasn't just a headline. She was a woman building a future, raising children, pursuing her dreams. She was a woman trying to live. And that's the part that always break my heart in cases like this, because women like Rachael, they don't just wake up and say, today I am going to become a tragedy. No, they wake up and say, I want peace. That was what this woman was looking for. I want peace, I want freedom, I want safety, I want to start all over again. And Rachael was separated from her husband, Zabab Ali. Okay, they were estranged and she had filed for divorce. I want you to hear me clearly. The most dangerous time for any woman is when they leave. It's not when they stay. It's not when they try to manage. No, it's not when they keep quiet. No. But when they say, I am done, I am leaving, I am filing for a divorce, for a controlling person, that your freedom feels like disrespect. For a controlling person, your boundaries feels like betrayal. Your independence feels like you humiliated them. So what do those people do? They don't process. They don't heal. They don't even accept the situation. They retaliate. That's what they do. They try to control the process. And according to reports on this case, on November 10, 2022, Ali picked up their two young sons and took them to his parents' house. Now sit with that. He picked up the two young sons, took them to his parents' house. That means he created a situation where that woman, Rachael, was all alone, would be all alone. Then guess what he did? Remember, she had left him. He went to the apartment where she was staying. Oof. And what chills me is the details. This man waited in the dark. He waited in the dark, not in anger, not in impulse, but this man was planning. And that's why they call it premeditated. That's why we call it first degree. That wasn't, oh, I snapped. That was, I decided, because he planned it. He had intentions of doing what he did. He attacked this woman and stabbed her multiple times. And her life was cut short. Her life was taken. And guess what this man did? After the mother, after he took her life, authorities says that he wrapped her body, placed her into his vehicle, and drove to a remote area near Little Rock, California, And guess what he did? He buried her body in a shallow grave. While everybody was probably worried, sick, wondering, oh, where is she? Oh, where is she? She's missing. He was actively trying to erase her existence. This guy, I don't even know what to say. But the truth is, you can bury a body. You can't bury the truth forever. So as time went by, Rachael was reported missing, and within days, that search led the investigators to a disturbing sign or disturbing signs in that remote area. And eventually, this woman's body was found. Her body was found. And this man was arrested. He was arrested the same day her remains were discovered. But what took the issue or the case to another level was that authority reported that he returned to that site the next day and committed sex or sexual abuse to her body, to her remains. I'm not going to describe any other thing further because I refuse to sensationalize that woman's pain. But we have to name what that represents. That does not represent anger. No, that does not represent heartbreak. That represents dehumanization. That is, I own you. That is ownership mentality. That tells me another level of hatred that is wrapped in every form of entitlement. That is a person who didn't just want to end her life. That man wanted to destroy her dignity. And as women, we have to understand this. Some people don't want love. Some people just want to possess you. They just want possession. Okay? And fast forward to this year, January 2026, that man, Zabab Ali, was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. But nothing can bring that woman back. But while nothing can bring Rachael back, this sentencing matters because society must stop treating violence against women like just a domestic issue. This is not a relationship matter. This is not a marriage matter. This, in my opinion, is terror. And it deserves serious consequences. Serious consequences. When I read the case, I'm like, what? I'm like, Let's look at let's talk about the real message behind this case. Okay? This case is a textbook example of what happens when a man's identity is built on control. Because when a woman says, I want out, all he hears is, you are nothing. All he hears is, you are beneath me. And instead of facing his insecurity, he chooses violence to regain power. It is sad. But let me tell us something. Let me tell us something. Him choosing violence to regain power is not power. That, in my opinion, is weakness. That is weakness wearing a crown. Why do I say that? I say that because real power is all about self-control. Real power is emotional, regulation. Real power is you accepting rejection without revenge. This is a man that is abusive. And abusive people, they don't want to heal. All they want to do is punish. Now, sis, I need you to hear me. because this part can save somebody. Red flags can escalate dangerously during separation. He threatens you when you set your boundaries. He says, if I can't have you, nobody will. He stalks you. He monitors you. Or he won't even let you breathe. These are the red flags. He punishes you for leaving. He punishes you financially, emotionally, physically, just because you decided to leave. Sometimes they would even use the kids as leverage. Okay? A lot of times, these people will act calm. In fact, a lot of times, they act as if they cannot even talk. They are calm in private, but they are violent in public. He might have a history of control and rage. And the biggest one, when he treats your freedom like disrespect, all those things are red flags. All those things are red flags. A healthy person would grieve a breakup, but an unhealthy person will try to destroy you for breaking up with them. And there's something I just want to say. I want to be practical because there are a lot of cases that we are beginning to see. I want to be practical because if you are leaving someone who has shown signs of violence, you need to trust, you need to tell the people you trust about what's happening. Okay? Don't meet those people alone, especially at night. Change your routine and strengthen your privacy, whether physically or online. Another thing I would say we should do is always document any form of threats. Consider protective order if needed. Keep emergency contacts ready. Create a safe exit plan quietly. And above all, trust your intuition. And please, I beg you, don't romanticize red flags. Don't spiritualize abuse. Don't pray away danger. Prayer is powerful, I know. But God gave you wisdom. Okay? God gave you wisdom for a reason. Okay? A lot of women, they stay. They stay because they don't want to be judged. But there are lessons for each and every one of us to learn. Living is not failure. A lot of women stay because of family pressure. A lot of women stay because of shame. A lot of women stay because of religion. They stay because they are hoping that it will change. But I want you to repeat after me. Living is not failure. Living is survival. Repeat that. Living is survival. And if someone makes you feel unsafe for living, you don't owe them closure. You owe yourself the safety. You don't owe the world any form of closure. You owe yourself safety. No matter what anybody says. In my case, when I was being threatened that he will end me, I didn't take it lightly. And a lot of people came against me. A lot of people are still coming against me. But guess what? I ignored all of that and I moved on. And today I'm still here. Rachael Castillo deserves to live, or she deserved to live. She deserved to raise her children. She deserved peace. And the reason I cover cases like this is not to scare you. It is to wake you up. Because the truth is, a lot of people will say, he doesn't seem like that. But the truth is, love should never make you feel like fear. Should never feel like fear. Marriage should never feel like a trap. Commitment should never come with threats. Sis, you were not born to be someone's prisoner. You were born to be powerful. You were born to be free. You were born to be safe. You were born to be whole. If you are watching this and you feel like something in your spirit is screaming, oh, something is telling you that something is not right, please do listen to yourself. Please do listen to yourself. Now, my people, if this story touched you, like this video so it can reach other women. In fact, please hype the video. Help me hype the video. Because a lot of women need to know. Comment in the comment section. I choose safety. I choose peace. And please subscribe for more stories like this. Endeavor to share this with a sister who needs it. Because one share can be one warning. And one warning can be one life saved. I love you. And as always, continue to stand in your power. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Take what you learned, walk in your truth. Until next time, stand in your power.